seconds. Okay. These shirts are always so annoying because when you raise your arms up, they don't stay. So that's gonna happen a lot today. Hey guys, it's Emma. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a how to survive middle school advice video. And I'm filming this because a lot of my audience are either going into middle school or this is their second or last year in middle school. So I thought I would just film this video for you guys. I am going to 8th grade. This is my last year of middle school. My middle school district, wherever goes 7th and 8th for middle school. And then the rest of the grades are elementary and high school. But I thought I would film this video because middle school can be a very complicated place, very complicated situation. So I thought I would film this video, and I'm touching my shirt a lot, but if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload a new video, and follow all my social medias. They're all in the description box, and I think that's it. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. Number 1. How hard the classes are. You may think when you get into middle school that, oh, the classes are going to be easy, it's going to be a breeze, I'll be fine, they're not going to be hard at all. You are wrong. The classes will slap you in the face, I promise you. You will be not annihilated, but if you're not prepared, if you're not mentally prepared for that, you're not going to do well in school. So pretty much just the advice to this is just think I don't know how to explain this, but just know that the classes will be harder. That's why it's a grade up, and especially if you're going into more advanced classes, just know that they're not going to be a breeze. They're not going to be super simple, and just mentally prepare yourself for that because I did not. It was a lot of work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that whole year of my life. Next thing I want to tell you guys is losing friends. This is definitely a harder subject to talk about because you never think you'll lose your best friend. In middle school, you do, maybe, and it's really hard to deal with it because, at least for me, it was really hard because I'm just the type of person that's everyone, I'm chill with everyone, but I have my big group of friends that I always lean towards, and I actually lost a couple friends in that group in 7th grade, and that's totally fine. It's just sometimes people grow out of each other. It's not bad. It's no one's fault if you guys aren't super close anymore, if you distance each other. But you just have to prepare yourself because it can be a hard topic because you might be wait, why is this person not talking to me? What's going on? What did I do? It's no one's fault if they're distancing. But the other thing is bullying. That's the next topic that I'm going to talk about. And bullies are just, it's sad, guys. It's really, really sad. And bullies can be another hard topic to talk about, but I'm literally just going to get through it really, really quickly. The best ways to stop being bullied, well, 1, you can't care about what they're saying and what they're trying to make you feel bad about. So say you're super smart, and if you're super smart, props to you because middle school will be a breeze for you if you're super smart. Say someone's bullying you about how smart you are and they're calling you a nerd or whatever. First of all, they're probably jealous of how smart you are because I know I would be if someone's way smarter than me. I wouldn't bully someone though. But they're probably either, I guess one of two things. They're probably just jealous of you, and if they are, then just brush it aside. You can't control if someone's jealous of you. Okay, I had to fix my brake because it was really annoying, but it doesn't matter. Just try to ignore it. But if it truly is happening all day, every day, no, you can't escape it, then it would be a good time to tell the teachers or the principals. And just if they call you a tattletale because they were making fun of you, or they were just trying to be funny, just tell them that wasn't funny to you, and it's whatever. Honestly, the bullying will stop. I promise you, the bullying will stop, but you just have to get through it and just tell yourself, I am not what they're saying I am. Never, ever, 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 and I am telling you, never, ever bully them back because you're just proving that you're either like them or you're jealous of something that they have. And the key to life is never bouncing back. The key to life, especially in bullying, is just relaxing. It's you can't control it. It's whatever, and just doesn't matter actually. It doesn't really matter in the long term because you'll never see those people again probably after like middle school. My what is this? My fourth tip is be prepared before the first day of school. And what I mean by that is go to your school's orientation. I'm sure like I think it's like mandatory that you have to go to your orientation. I'm not sure, but just go to your orientation, walk around the campus, find your locker, put your stuff in your locker, and just like be prepared because on the first day of school you'll be so rushed. And you might forget something, you might forget where one of your classes are, so just organize your locker in like a good way, so like organize it by period or organize it by subject or something, or just like organize it where, say like carry 2 period books, so say you have like math and calculus, well that's the same thing, say you have like math and social studies first, I don't know, and then you have like a little bit of a break. Then maybe carry your books for those first 2 classes, and then you can go back to your locker, and then you can get your books for the other classes. So just like map it out in your mind. Honestly, what I did is I literally mapped out like where my classes are, and like said like I'm gonna go here and here on the first 2 periods, and then I'm gonna go to my locker, grab these 3 books. Like it's a process, I promise you. But just be prepared before the first day of school, and you will most likely not forget anything, and you won't forget where your classes are. This next tip kind of goes along with the losing friends tip, but be ready for change. And what I mean by that is be ready to work harder in your classes, be ready to lose friends, but also be ready to gain friends, because truly I believe every friend you lose, you gain 2 more. So just be ready for change in your mind and your body, because you will be waking up a little earlier, I'd say. My school at least starts later than all the other schools, so maybe you'll actually be sleeping in later, I don't know. But just be prepared for a change that might happen, and you'll probably be fine. Don't be so hard on yourself if you don't get like an A+++, because trust me, I had a C in my first, because my school breaks it up into 4 quarters. In the first quarter, I got a C in one of my classes, but then I got it up to an A. Sorry if the angle's different. My mom just called me, so the video stopped. But like I was saying, if you get a bad grade, it's fine. But you have to be able to work to the best grade you want. So say you got a C. If you really want a B, you have to work to that B. And say you had a B and you really want an A, you have to just work to whatever grade you want. And if you put in the effort and you put in the studying and the time, you will most likely get the grade you want. But you can't think, oh, I'm just gonna fail this test and the next test I'm gonna get an A. Like, no, that's not how it works. And there's so many kids that I've met that will be like, oh yeah, I haven't studied, but I'm gonna get an A. And sometimes, I don't know how, but it works. But majority of the time it doesn't. You truly just have to work to what you want. That's like a whole key in life, is you just have to put in the effort and you will get your good grade. Next thing, determination. This kind of goes along with the grade thing, but if you need to want to study to get a good grade, you have to want to do well in your classes, because it will help you in the long term. Just be determined, like right when you get home, do your homework, do your studying, and then you have like the whole rest of the night to like do whatever you want, play video games, watch YouTube, whatever. I know people that will, like on the weekend, if they get their homework on Friday, they'll wait till like 10 o'clock on Sunday night to finish their homework, and it's like 2 hours long or whatever, and that's not smart. What I do just to like get my homework and studying out of the way is right when I get home, I do my homework, and then I have the rest of the night to chill out. And say I have a test in a month or whatever, what I'll do is I'll break up the studying like every weekend, and then usually with the help of the teachers, I'll get my A on that test. So it's all about determination. It's all about what you want, your mindset, and you will most likely get a good grade. Next thing is make friends with the teachers. So say you have 2 people, these 2 people. One person is failing a class, but they are really participant in the class. Say the other person is failing the same class, but they're not participating at all. Which kid do you think the teacher is going to help? Yeah, you're right. It's the person that is trying to make an effort in class, but they might not get a good grade. What this means is the teachers will most likely help you if you are trying in class and they see that you want that grade, but maybe you're just not understanding it. And you also have to go in early and maybe get a little extra studying time with your teacher, and just try to be like that kid that maybe raises their hand every once in a while, because if your teacher sees that you're putting in the efforts and you're actually trying, they will most likely want to help you versus a student that doesn't try at all, sleeps in their class. They'll be like, sorry, can't help you. And the next and final thing is confidence. In school and just in general, confidence is like the key to surviving, and this is probably the biggest tip I could give you guys. If you are confident in your classes, if you are confident when you walk in the hallways, if you are just a confident person in general, good for you, because I had to gain that confidence and I still don't have my full confidence. But if you truly if you raise your hand and you answer a question and say you get it wrong, maybe some kids will be like, ha, stupid. But if you truly say, okay, if you say in your mind, okay, that's all right, at least I tried. But just raise your hand confidently and say the answer, and if you get it wrong, that's okay. At least you tried. At least you were confident in your answer, because teachers love when students are confident in their answers, even if they're wrong. They don't really like it when, well, that's fine if you're like not confident in your answers, but teachers way more prefer a kid that's like raising their hand confidently, like, Mrs. Smith, I have this one, or this is the answer, or whatever, versus a kid that's like, and like they get super hesitant, and then when the teacher calls on them, they're like, oh, no, never mind, I don't think I got the right answer. So it's just like all about confidence, and when you're walking in those hallways, if you drop your stuff, just pick it up, keep walking, there's nothing you can do about it. And when you're walking in the lunchroom, oh my god, this is my biggest fear, is being the person that drops their food on in the lunchroom. That is my biggest fear in school. That's why I never that's why I never go to hot lunch. But I'm I'm so terrified of that. But if you're just like walking really confidently with your tray, you're like smiling, I don't know. But if you seem confident, if people see you as a confident person, they're not gonna trip you, they're not gonna make fun of you. But if you're the person that's like, then someone might trip you. But yeah, just confidence is key in just this whole thing. Confidence is the biggest thing that you can get. But that was my whole video, guys. I hope it helped you. It definitely helped me, these tips, in middle school. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit the big red subscribe button down below, and hit the little bell icon so you can notify when I upload a new video. And make sure to follow all my social medias. They're always in the description box. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. You guys like my bracelet? It says snack with an S-N-A-C-C-K. Snook. Snack.